So it's 6 a.m. I've been awake for the past 2 hours. I realized with jet lag, I pulled an all-nighter my first night, and then I fell asleep and I slept pretty well. And the second night, um, I was also like, the second and third night, I also like slept like somewhat well, because I like forced myself to stay awake and like I went out and like all that, right? But now it's like night 4, and the exhaustion is actually like creeping up to me a lot. Like I like didn't do anything yesterday because I was just like so exhausted. I switched to a single instead of like a shared bunk because I was just tired and damn, this is like really like the jet lag, like it hits you like after you think it would, and I'm just like so tired right now. I don't know why, even though I got like supposedly slept pretty well. It's even though you get enough sleep, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be groggy. Keep that in mind.
Use your hands when you finish. So if you finish this 40, then you can take that like.
So we just went to this bar, and it's $260 Vietnamese dollars. I don't know how much that is. That's probably like, I don't know, $7, something like that, for 3 cocktails, and it's like crazy. And there's such a good view too. Jesus, yeah. So it's like day 5 here. I'm so glad I drank liquid IV before I went to sleep yesterday, because I feel fine. God, liquid IV is actually like the best thing ever. I'm so glad I brought it. Yeah, but I was a little sunburned yesterday, and I applied some aloe, and I think that's like healed a lot, like pretty well as well. A little tender though, so gotta be careful with that. But yeah, I was like thinking about like how, like when you're far from home, the most simplest of things that tie you to another person become so much more relevant. You know, like I had this like thought a while back where I was like, damn, like there were a lot of people I went to high school with, but I don't really think about it that much. But then like immediately when you're in like some context in which you don't know people, like any form of like similarity is like infinitely better than like no similarity, right? Because any, like you have some context is always better than no context, for the most part. And then when you're traveling, it's like, okay, the backpacking, like Southeast Asia backpacking scene is like it's very European, I've noticed. Like everyone is just from like Germany and the UK, and a lot of Australians as well. So like meeting people from the US, in particular California, is like such like a breath of fresh air, because it's like, oh my god, like you understand like all my slang and the shit I say, and we get to like share context about like, oh, like how beautiful Big Sur is and stuff like that, and all of that is just like yeah, I don't know, it's like I've actually been really enjoying myself in the past couple of days. Like I really think this like doing stuff because you want to thing has been working out pretty well for me. Like what I've been doing is just I do stuff that I want to do, and I don't do stuff that I don't want to do. if the vibes are right, I lean into it. If the vibes are not right, then I leave, you know? And I think that's like the way to live life, honestly. I feel like so often we force ourselves to accept bad vibes because we're uncomfortable leaving the vicinity or encounter or moment. And I don't think that's like the best way to go about things. I think that your body tells you more than people think it does. Like, I get like your head is just like a giant GitHub repo full of different markdown files that summarize your frameworks and your values and stuff like that, but like I think me especially, I've leaned so heavily on my mind to do everything for me, to make all my decisions, to live my life. But I think this like my big takeaway from physical therapy is that you rely on the muscles you're strong in and neglect the muscles you're weak in. But that's not healthy because it creates these posture issues that compound over time. And I've been living more in my body because I'm not used to it as much. And it's been kind of wonderful, honestly. Like, I think that your body just exists a lot of the time. Your mind is projecting a perception of your body. And that's kind of what leads to a lot of self-consciousness. You know, like, you're only self-conscious because you're not existing in your body enough. It's because you're existing like too much in your mind. Like, if you're very in the moment in your body, then you won't feel as self-conscious. And I think that's a major takeaway for me in particular, because I feel like I do this, I disassociate a lot. And I feel like disassociating is basically you leaving your body, right? And so like the solution to disassociation is just to get back into your body. And yeah, so I feel like disassociation is kind of this like mental framework where you try to, if you're encountering a bad vibe or whatever, you, instead of leaving, like forcing your body to leave, your mind just escapes your body. You know, it's like that penguin meme, you know, where like, you know, the soul just leaves your body. And it's like, I think this is it's a way to deal with the problem, but it's not the way, you know. The way of dealing with problems is just to remove yourself from the premises of bad energy. It's not to have your mind leave and, have your body stay there.